Hey everyone, it's Michael. There was gonna be another fan fiction in here, but I decided to cut it out and remove it. If you go to our Wix site, I believe it's jlgexp.wixsite.com/podcasts, and go to our So You Think You Can Fanon area, you'll be able to actually find the title of the fan fiction and the rating that we gave it. If you are curious about reading it for yourself, there's multiple reasons why I'm removing this. I'm mostly cutting this out of post because, honestly, I didn't really read the fan fiction myself until, essentially this was all live reading it for everyone involved. But, yeah, if you want to read Bling Bling Boy X Johnny fan fiction, go ahead. It's on the website. You can find a link to it. I'm removing it because there is some content that I don't think would be savory on most podcasting sites. That's saying a lot because we read bad fan fiction. We're going to end up getting into this sort of thing. Sorry, I think I hit my mic. Anyways, but yeah, if you want to find the fan fiction, The Lab of Lust, or whatever it's called, go to our website, jlgexp.wixsite.com/podcasts. And then go to the So You Think You Can Fanon. That's where that is going to be. So yeah, sorry about that. I'm sure there were some people that were very excited to listen to us read some very bad fan fiction that was related to Johnny Test and that stuff. But again, it's a content rating that was done during a live reading, and I just thought I would explain a little bit. But it's definitely out there for you guys to go read for yourselves. I'm sorry. This is just something I worry about because I kind of want to also be able to run ads a bit. But yeah. Anyways, thank you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the episode.
Hello, and welcome to So You Think You Can Fanon. I'm your usually quiet host, Sergio. I'm joined here today by my good friends, Equinox Doodles, also known as Michael.
Hello.
And High Def Hotcakes, also known as Jake.
Yo.
And just to reiterate for the third time in a row, my Twitter handle is at Roxas the Hunter. I can't believe I forgot my username I use on everything, but there you go. And today, Michael, it is his turn to present us a fan fiction. Michael, what do you have for us today?
Well,
it's been a week since the last recording.
Yeah.
Exactly a week on the dot, on the minute, on the second. Definitely.
So I got 3 fan fictions for you. 2 shorties and a long one. Yeah, 2 short ones and a long one. Now, I want to mention real quick that the long one is by someone who doesn't speak English, and I don't want to send any hate their way. But I just found a lot of the things in the fan fiction a little humorous, and I have them saved as quotes. So when we get to that, I hope you guys are ready for a good chuckle.
Oh boy.
So I got 2 shorties. One, I'll just give you the author names. So one is by Milkshake, and the other one is by Terry Lynch. Which one would you guys prefer?
The more cursed one.
Which one's
Milkshake, maybe?
All right, Milkshake, and then Jake, you just said the most cursed one. I don't know how that.
Whichever one is the most cursed story. Do that.
All right, I think we'll start off with Milkshake's one then. This happy fanfiction is called A Twisted Backyardigans.
Oh no.
And the description says, the Backyardigans just can't decide what to do today. Why don't I start us off? It was a normal afternoon in the neighborhood. Pablo and Austin had just finished having spontaneous sex in the backyard.
Oh.
Man, that was hot, said Pablo, lighting up a smoke. Just then, Tyrone came over. Hey guys, I was thinking that we could play some retarded imagination game today.
Wait, hold on, did you say Tyrone?
Yeah, Tyrone.
I guess I forgot the names of the Backyardigans.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's Pablo. There's Pablo the Chad.
One.
Yeah, everyone remembers Pablo. There's Tyrone the Moose. There's Austin, who is the kangaroo. Then there's Uniqua, who doesn't have a known species, and then there's Tasha, who is a hippo. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? You know what I just realized?
Mhm.
This may just be sticky, but like, you remember Madagascar?
Yeah, you mean the movie?
Yeah. You know how the hippo in that was like a black woman, and then we had like the rest of the hippos also be black.
Yeah.
And then I'm not trying to stereotype, but Tasha kind of sounds like a black name to me. I don't know what it is about maybe in Madagascar about them characterizing hippos as black people. I find that to be really weird, but
we're already racially profiling hippos.
Well,
I guess they are from Africa, but I don't know. So it's a bit weird.
the good thing that you have to thank for it is that every single voice actress that has voiced Tasha has all been white.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you're all good. It's literally just a name thing, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't trying to put some racial politics into Backyardigans, but it was just something that popped in my head.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, that's fair. All right, back to the fan fiction. Sure, let's play Pimps and Whores, shouted Austin. Uniqua and Tasha came over. They decided that Tyrone and Pablo were going to be the pimps. Austin and Tasha would be the whores. They took some acid out of Tyrone's stash and got ready for the game. Soon they were in a ghetto neighborhood, not unlike their own. Uniqua was going to be a customer. She walked over to Tasha. Hey, baby, I've got $5. Let's get it on. Fuck you, I'm worth more than $5. No, you're not. You give it out for free all the time anyways. All right, let's do this shit. Uniqua had a very large boner now. Tasha touched Uniqua's straining erection, and they tackled each other. And it started.
Is it Uniqua a girl? I get. Is she a futa in this?
She has no known race. She has no known species. They've always said, like, every time anyone asks what animal Uniqua is, they've just said she isn't one. Like, just she's unique. That's the point.
Yeah.
If anything, I'd say she's an alien.
She's quirky.
Yeah, she's quirky.
Quirky girl.
Yeah. Anyway, they started doing it in front of Pablo, Tyrone, and Austin. They were jealous about not getting any, so they had a three-way. See, now that's the Chad way to do it, you know?
Yeah, that's how you get it done.
Yeah, dude. Then Sherman the Worman. I don't remember this character. Do you guys know all the Backyardigans lore? Do you know who Sherman the Worman is?
I don't remember.
I've seen the Backyardigans since I was like 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to look this up.
Is the Backyardigans still going on?
I think
I
so.
think so.
Like, I feel like it is.
I feel like we would know. I feel like we'd hear about it.
I mean,
'Cause I haven't heard about it since I was like a little kid.
oh, I know who Sherman is. Okay, now I remember who Sherman the Worman is. He's just a worm dude. He's just a buddy of Tyrone's. I think he's like Tyrone's pet or something.
Looks like it ran from 2004 to 2013, 4 seasons.
Oh man, it's all over. But yeah, I think Worman is like either like an imaginary friend or something else. So yeah, there's Sherman. Apparently there's like a dude named Dragon. No, he's just a dragon. Okay, never mind.
Dragon the Dragon.
Yeah, Robot Roscoe, who's a toy robot from Austin. Can't see 'ems. They're insects that are so small that they can't be seen clearly. There's apparently fish, giant clam, and giant robot are reoccurring characters, as well as Boy.
Boy, my favorite character, Boy.
Yeah, he's actually Caveman Austin's pet dinosaur. Like I'm looking at the Backyardigans wiki, and I guess we can finally figure out what Uniqua is. Oh, her species is Uniqua.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting on Wikipedia.
Sure, why not?
Apparently, the Backyardigans was supposed to be a live action show with life-size puppets.
Yeah,
That's terrifying.
that was the original plan, and they're like, nah. Yeah. Yeah, it's really weird that it's like, oh, man.
It was never aired, but I wonder if it exists somewhere. It probably exists somewhere.
It definitely does.
It's like the banana splits.
Yeah.
That's That's what it sounds like. The
Yeah.
ass movie of the banana splits.
Yeah, dude. I remember seeing the first episode, Pirate Treasure. I remember seeing that. I was a wee lad when I saw Pirate Treasure.
I was -3 million years old.
Dude, it aired on September 11th of 2004.
Ooh.
Anyways, back to the story. Where were we? Oh yeah, they were jealous and they started having a three-way. Then Sherman the Wormman came over and started giving Tyrone a blowjob. But unfortunately, Tyrone's 10-foot meat pole ripped right through the little worm, killing him.
Damn, that shit sucks.
I was like, it looks like that there's like a 5-minute compilation of clips that were put together, but we don't have the full thing.
Really? No? Could you link that into Living Moz?
Yes, on the Lost Media Wiki.
I'm really curious about this. The partially found live action pilot. Oh yeah, that's hella curs. Oh my god. I don't like especially Uniqua. Unique was cursed beyond belief.
Oh my god.
I'm just glad that Pablo is still a Chad.
I mean, Pablo's always a Chad.
Pablo's definitely a Chad.
He got drip.
Do you think that Pablo like after like the events of this, do you think Pablo just like ditched everybody?
Yeah.
Like, okay, like where if you could make a theory, where would Pablo, Tyrone, Austin?
Tyrone would be dead.
Why is Tyrone dead though?
I just think he would be.
All right, Sergio, do you agree with the headcanon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Austin would be a box.
Okay. I mean,
And Tyrone would be the president.
Tyrone's the president? All right, wait. I thought you said Tyrone died.
No, not Tyrone. Pablo.
Why is Pablo dead?
No, Pablo's the president.
Okay. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Okay. I was about to throw hands with you. No one messes with my boy Pob.
Maybe he was just too cool to live. I don't know.
That's fair. That's fair. Back to this crazy fan fiction after Sherman the Wormman just got literally destroyed.
Rest in peace, my man.
Yeah, rest in peace, Sherman. Austin started crying like a bitch. He had eyeliner and mascara running down his face as he attempted to punch Tyrone. Tyrone beat the shit out of Austin and accidentally strangled him. Then Tyrone, Uniqua, Tasha, and Pablo walked away. So just straight up, Austin's dead. Looks like it ruined your headcanon already.
Damn it. Well, it's not. It's a fan.
That's fair.
This is just this person's opinion. They can think what they want, even if it's wrong.
Okay. They were bored as fuck, so they decided to buy some more drugs. They found a dealer who happened to be Roscoe the Robot. You know, like maybe that wiki search was like handy. We got some lore on who these characters are.
We do.
He sold them some more acid and shrooms, and then they all got really fucked up. Tyrone thought Uniqua had huge tits, so he tried to fuck her, but she killed him by snapping his neck like a twig.
So I was right.
You're partially right. Austin's dead, but Tyrone is also dead now. So I mean, like you got like a third. Fuckloads of other crazy shit happened to them, but soon their buzz ended. Now they were really bored, and they thought of something to do. Instead of pimps and whores, they decided to play their second favorite imagination game, gynecologist. It was a gynecologist. Pablo Uniqua played it on Tasha, who at first enjoyed sticking lots of different objects into Tasha's pussy, but after the fire extinguisher got stuck, Tasha screamed like a bitch at them. Uniqua got pissed and killed Tasha, and had sex with their body.
Why is there so much murder?
Uniqua was just like a fucked up bitch.
Apparently.
What the fuck did you do that for? Said Pablo. What's it do ya? She was a bitch anyway, said Uniqua. True, said Pablo. Then they went home to get some graham crackers and milk. You know, as you do as a backyardigan, you get some snacks. You know?
Yeah.
Every episode they end with some snacks, dude.
Good.
But then Uniqua got pissed off about something and killed Pablo at the end.
What?
Yeah, I know. I'm not a big fan of the ending. Not a huge fan of the ending.
Ruined it. Too much murder.
Yeah, there's a lot of murder. Shermy the Wormy definitely got like the low end of the stick.
You rip Shermy, dog.
Yeah, dude. I don't understand. I don't understand. But I mean, like, in terms of lore, I think it's pretty close to what the Backyardigans really would have done.
Absolutely.
I have no idea where they got the fire extinguisher. I don't know if
Find it inside.
that's fair, but like they're like hooked up on acid and stuff. So I'm imagining that like all these characters are like actually dead except for Uniqua.
Yeah.
Like now, I mean, I don't know. I'm concerned though. Like, part of me is like, oh yeah, like ooh yeah, this is a pretty, I feel like that was close to the lore. But like Sherman the Worman was spelled wrong. Worman was spelled as W-R-O or W-R-O W-R no W-O-R. Sorry, I'm really bad today.
Spelling is hard.
Yeah, W-O-R-M-I-N, where in reality it's W-O-R-M-A-N, like human.
Oh, Jesus.
It's a worm man.
They didn't even try.
Yeah, they didn't even try. Roscoe the robot, he had a weak performance. I think Roscoe could have been incorporated a little bit more, especially after they killed his master Austin. Also, apparently Austin wears makeup. I don't know if that's in the lore. Do you think that's where do you guys think that stands?
He seems like he would.
It seems like he would. Sergio, what do you think?
Maybe.
Like, how long ago has it been since you've it's been a while.
I haven't seen it since I was probably like 5 or 6.
Okay. I mean, I have like a little sibling, so I kind of am like still around to like remember it.
Yeah.
I just remember that they really liked the episode where Tasha and Uniqua were like lava goddesses, and like all the other boys had to simp.
I remember that one.
Yeah, they had to simp up to them to not literally die.
I don't remember that, but that's...
And then at the end they had a fiesta, or not a fiesta. That's Mexican. What is it? A luau. And then after that luau, they went and had snacks, as you do. Now I'm curious on...
They snack in the luau.
Because it's all imagination. I want to know, though, like, I'm trying to figure out... There was an episode where they were samurai, by the way. So, like... Okay, I found it. It's The Legend of the Lava Sisters. It was the second episode of the second season. Or not the second episode. The 5th episode of the second season. I want to know if like they have in their queue like oh yeah, they do. They have every single episode. They have what kind of snack they have at the end.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, dude.
Need to know.
They had orange slices in The Legend of the Volcano Sisters. I got some hot quiz for you. Don't look at the this is a really trick one. Don't look at the wiki. What was the first snack they ever had, and whose house was it in? You get 3 tries. I'll say you have 3 tries.
Whose house was that on?
Yeah, whose house was it in, and what kind of snack did they have?
I don't know.
Uniquas, and it was cookies, maybe? I don't know.
Okay.
It's Pablo's and peanut butter sandwiches.
Okay, that's fair. Are those your final answers, though? Because you have 3 tries.
Final answers.
Okay, well, Sergio, you got half of it right. It was at Uniqua's house. However, they never said what kind of snack they had.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. I pulled a fast one on you guys. Now, for the last one. Now, another one. Okay, last episode of the entire season. Of this entire series. So, like, season 4, episode 20. The Tale of the Not So Nice Dragon. What was the snack that they had, and whose house was it at?
I'm gonna guess Pablo's again, and I'm gonna guess pretzels, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know snack.
Sergio, what do you think?
What kind of snack do they have? Is that
Yeah.
what you're asking?
What kind of snack did they have, and whose house was it at?
I don't know. Crackers, and I'm gonna say it's at Pablo's. I don't know.
Well, both of you are wrong. It was at Tyrone's house, and I want you to take this with a grain of salt. How much of a Chad do you think Tyrone is? Like,
6, 7.
okay, But like, and what level of Chad do you think someone would have maybe a sick tea party?
I guess.
Like,
Yeah. I could see it.
yeah, Tyrone has it's at Tyrone's house and they have a tea party.
I don't know. I feel like you're trying too hard to be distinguished, you know?
Yeah. Oddly enough, though, this is actually a second part of a previous episode in season 3. I know this is a fan fiction thing, but I'm just, yeah, dude, it was a duology. They had they had mixed episodes. It's crazy, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, it's really crazy. I didn't know.
We'll have time for 2 more, by the way. I think.
No, we totally have
30
time.
minutes, right?
No, dude, that was only 20 minutes. I think we have time to fit in the smaller one. Then we'll do another commercial break, and then we'll come back, and I will share and showcase the best of the worst that I found, the big fan fiction. But we have to rate Twisted Backyardigans.
I'm gonna give it a 3.
You're giving it a 3? Why is that? Why did you give it a 3?
It was just a lot of repeating, just like, and then Uniqua got mad and killed them. And it's like, man, come up with something else, you know?
I don't know. It wasn't very
Like, if you had to rate your mood, would it be like happy, hollow, or angry?
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
So hollow?
Yeah.
Okay. So like Sergio, like
I gave it a 2.
a 2. Wow, that low. I think personally, I enjoyed like at the beginning. I thought it was kind of funny, but as it got on, it kind of drained me. So I think I'm gonna agree with Sergio on this one. I feel like that was definitely a 2.
Yeah, it was just kind of not a lot of edge for a fanfic that was definitely made as like a shock troll type thing. It was just kind of
Like, oh, and then they die, and it's like, yeah,
they died.
that's crazy.
Yeah, dude, that's.
I really thought you guys were gonna go higher.
No, like, I thought it was like, as someone who grew up with the Backyardigans, like, killing off Pablo ain't it, Chief. You never kill off Pablo. Never kill off Pablo.
It's illegal.
Yeah, dude, never kill off Pablo. But that's a pretty fair rating though. It was pretty repetitive. So on to the second one. Hey everyone, it's Michael or Equinox Doodles, and I want to take this moment to thank you all for listening to our podcast. It really means a lot to us that you are taking the time out of your day, or maybe taking some time in your day, to listen to us ramble about bad fan fiction or some good fan works. If you haven't already, make sure that you are following us on social media. You can find us on Twitter and on Facebook at SYTYCFanon. That's SYTYCFanon. Make sure that you are following us there so that way you can get updates on merchandise or updates on episodes and all that good stuff, as well as maybe getting your name in some future credits. We're going to start doing shoutouts pretty soon that are going to be thrown into the mix. All you have to do is interact with our posts on Twitter and on Facebook to get your name shouted out. Or you can also do a little Twitter hashtag, which is hashtag SYTYCFanon, hashtag SYTYCFanon. We're going to start looking for those and shouting the people out in there. And you might end up as an NPC later on in the 20 on the Dice Throw special. So make sure that you are doing that. You can also send us fanfiction requests or fanfiction suggestions at any time on those socials. And you can also DM it to us if you happen to catch us on Discord or Twitter or any other social media platform that will allow you to communicate with us. I'm now going to take this moment to quickly shout out our sponsors today. Welcome back to So You Think You Can Fandom. I'm sorry for torturing you guys and the audience with that. But it's time to break out the big guns. So I chose a I chose a fan fiction for an anime that's near and dear to my heart, and near and dear to your guys' hearts. This is a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fan fiction.
Oh boy.
And this is
What,
this was the disclaimer that I brought up, that because this is apparently from somebody that's not in the same country. So I just want to let you. It's called Childhood Friend, but the friend part is not capitalized. And it is by Sakura Hatsu. Or Hatsu. I don't know. It's Sakura and Hatsu. And here's the amazing description. She died and restart in JoJo's universe at the same time of Jotaro. She loves handsome guys, but she didn't think she has an opportunity with Jotaro, so she doesn't even try. For some reason, this annoys Jotaro a lot, and she is so dense to notice. She has a stand, maybe, for being reincarnated. She has watched like 8 chapters of JoJo's complete, fragments of the others, a little AU. A little. Yeah. So from the description, what are you thinking?
I'm excited.
You're excited?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I got some choice. This is all from chapter 1, by the way. I got some choice quotes for you. I reborn as a baby in Japan. I died in a tragic way. Maybe because of that, I didn't forget my past life. My past life. I like to think that. Oh, it says life in the fanfiction. I pulled quotes. And it doesn't let me copy and paste on fanfiction.net, sadly.
Yeah.
And I am pretty sorry for my parents, at least to get all my money. So I want you to throw out your theories on how she died. What was that?
Tax evasion.
Tax evasion? Okay.
Tax evasion.
Sergio, how do you think that how do you think our maiden lead passed away, bit the bullet, etc.?
Donutted.
What? Donutted?
Donutted. I think that's my second choice. Either tax evasion or donutted.
Okay. Well, here's
donutted is the fan term of getting punched through the abdomen.
Yeah. So here's how it really happens. This is the quote that I chose, by the way. At least I made reality half of my dream. Go to Japan. Well, for 2 weeks. I crazy woman in the train station screamed and take us, me and another 2 people, to the way of a train. It was a suicide with triple homicide.
Oh.
Yeah. So some crazy lady took 3 people with her to the grave. And with it caused the amazing tale that I'm about to just share a few choice quotes with you, give you a little description of the story so far, because this isn't complete. This isn't marked as complete, but it was updated last year on July 29th, so it's still going.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah. So here's some other choice quotes. This one made me die of laughter, by the way, purely because I couldn't imagine seeing this in a. I have 2 of them, actually. So this is the one that actually made me die. Then he hit the puberty and stopped talking to me. And the other out-of-context quote. So after that incident in Wit the Train, not with, Wit, like W-H-I-T, I waked up in a hospital, looking to a white ceiling. When I wanted to get up, I could, as in could apostrophe T. First I thought I am a vegetal, or have paralysis, or lose some limbs. Yeah.
Or lose some limbs.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of get the idea, but she does have a stand. She refers to it as a fairy for like the first chapter.
Mm-hmm.
And
you know what a stand is?
Yeah, she doesn't know what a stand is. Remember, like, she doesn't have knowledge of the JoJo's universe. She only is like vaguely familiar with it.
The character or the author?
Probably both. It's mostly the main character, our lead character. Which her name is Okura, or Okura, Okura. And her stand, she refers to as Lily. And it's spelled both as like, it's not spelled as like Lillie or Lily. It's Lilie. But Lily is, in terms of aesthetics, she's just a female version of Star Platinum. And her main power is that she like creates like, well, she has two main powers. She can create vines to like I don't know. It's weird. Hold on, give me a second. It's okay, so it's not vine. She doesn't have vine power. Sorry. Her main power is that she can heal people. So she's like Crazy Diamond, but instead of punching them, she has to kiss them.
Oh.
Yeah, you can probably tell where this is going.
Upon smooches.
Yeah, dude. But Lily is not only just a stand who looks like Star Platinum in terms of a female design. No. She's in love with Star Platinum. She has her own she has like her own sentience pretty much.
Oh. Like Spice Girl?
Yeah, like Spice Girl.
Or
Gur. Like, she has her own sentience, but she is referred to as Lily. I'm gonna quickly just look through here to try and figure out if they ever used the actual name of this. Oh, okay. So the full name of her stand is Fortune Lily. And yeah. She's pretty much like a support stand. She can't not only just heal, but she can also give debuffs. She just kind of is a mess of a stand. And they haven't given out the stats for her. So, yeah. We don't know how powerful her stand is. But
I'm sure it's like,
yeah.
not that important.
But yeah. So essentially, like, part of me wants to say that this isn't just an OC. This is like a self-insert fan fiction where the character gets a stand, they join Jotaro's side, team up with Jotaro, and also totally are in love with Jotaro.
And they're gonna smooch him.
Yeah, at the end of chapter 5, it ends off with Jotaro getting smooched and blushing.
Oh God.
You know, as they do. It's weird. It's just weird. I mean, don't get me wrong. I read through it, even with the grammatical errors. It just kind of feels like that. It feels like a very run-of-the-mill fan fiction. Like, I'm not gonna rate it because I'm not gonna do a live read. I feel like ratings are only made for the live reads, unless we wanna.
Yeah, I agree.
Unless we want to pause and read a 5-chapter fan fiction.
Nah, that would take way too long.
Yeah. So I feel like if anything, we're going to be rating the short ones, unless people want us to do the long ones too. But like, instead of doing like an average rating, I'll just be like the personal rating of it.
Yeah.
Because one of us has to truck through these, you know.
We would also have to go back and rate the ones that we didn't rate in the last two.
Well, I mean, the last two we just kind of discussed them, but yeah, we can definitely do that eventually. I guess I don't know. Yeah, if the people want it, we'll do it. But yeah, childhood friend is like one of those. It's kind of like the run of the mill self-insert fan fictions. Oh yeah, another quote that I picked out is "The man take me to an alley and there is a frigging ninja." Yeah.
Excited about it.
Spelled like this.
Dude, he's a friggin' ninja, bro.
Frigging ninja. Not freaking, friggin.
Friggin'.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah. They also mention like stands a bit, and then they're like, yeah. Then they told me interesting stuff about stands. JoJo fans, you already know the info. So but like it's
Don't explain it. You know.
yeah, you
If
you know, yeah, you know, like we're not talking about requiems or over heavens. We're just talking, interesting stuff about stands.
Author's note: if you know, you know. Winky face.
Yeah, they're like in the first chapter. There's like a bunch of like author like cuts where it's like fun fact. Here's some information. So like I like part of me is like thinking like this entire fan fiction is like written by somebody who is just not like a very good English speaker, and they're using this as a way to like improve their English.
Or someone translated it.
Yeah, or someone translated it.
To English and it just didn't come out perfectly.
Yeah, but it just had like a lot of fun facts about like Japanese school life, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, I guess. But this is a JoJo fan fiction, and it mostly caught my eye because of the fact that they spell with like either WHIT or as like WH or not WH WITH, like the normal with. So, but like it bounces all over the place, and you never notice it until like you look back and you're like, wait a minute.
See, I just nodded in agreement, but you wouldn't have known that because.
Yeah, we have
Just pretend you know that I nodded in agreement.
Yeah, but yeah, the general story is self-insert tags along with JoJo and gang, to go fight Dio Brando. I kind of wish I chose the other JoJo fanfiction I found. I'll probably save it for later because it's ironically a super funny fanfiction. Like, it's a very short fanfiction, but like it's ironically one of the best fanfictions I've ever read. Purely because it's very self-aware.
Self-aware is either really good or really bad.
It's self-aware as it's like making fun of the JoJo fan base. Like the entire point of it is to make fun of like the JoJo stans, not like normal JoJo fans, like the brojos, but like I'm talking like those fans that like got into it who start shipping other characters with each other. Like it pretty much mocks those kind of people. Pretty much everyone that got into JoJo around part 4.
Yeah, can't imagine anyone like that.
I mean, part 4 is a good one. I'm just saying that a lot of the different JoJo fans, like
when it became meme.
Yeah, a lot like the meme JoJo fans or the fans that are like now K-pop stans or whatever. They tagged along around in part 4.
I started in part 3 or like in between 3 and 4. So
yeah, I think I started around like the end, like nearing the end of part 4, but like I didn't really care for part 4. I watched. Well,
opinion alert.
At the time I didn't care for part 4. Now, like, I understand why people love part 4, even though part 5 is superior in every way.
Yes, upvote.
But like, it wasn't until like part 5 started like airing. I think it was around like I want to say around where Diablo was introduced. Oh, hey, Sergio.
Yeah, Sergio died and came back.
Like it was around where like Diablo was kind of introduced, like the whole thing with it was like definitely near the end because it was because Polnareff was there. I remember that.
Oh my god, the English voice for Diablo is Freddy Fazbear's official voice actor, as well as the voice for Overhaul from My Hero. Fun fact.
I'm not sure if that's cursed or if that's like super blessed.
I've never heard Freddy Fazbear's official English voice, so.
You never heard the dub?
No.
The
Where would that even be in? Like which game?
Help. No, it's in Help. Or, oh, you mean that? You mean that Freddy Fazbear?
I think Funtime Freddy. Yeah.
Okay, that's weird. I mean, that's a crazy vocal range, but like, wow.
Callan Goff is his name. Let me see.
Yeah, you look at that. But I got around in part 5, like when it was like nearing its end.
Freddy. Yeah, he's Molten Freddy and
Wow.
Ultimate Custom Night and
Wow.
Fazbear's Pizza Sim. I could have sworn he was in yeah, and he's Funtime Freddy and Sister Location.
Wow, that's a range, dude. That's crazy. To play Diablo and then like from Freddy Fazbear to play Diablo.
Yeah, and Fiddlesticks and League. I'm assuming they did a Fiddlesticks rework, and that's why.
Oh, that's fair.
He was in Warhammer 40,000 Inquisitor.
Huh.
Renegade Sergeant. He's in Family Guy: The Quest for Stuff.
Ah, yeah. No, there we go. There's a game. That's the hallmark.
He's in One Punch Man Season 2 as Goketsu.
Mm-hmm.
He's Overhaul.
Mario.
Devil and Black Clover. Don't know anything about Black Clover.
It's like if Naruto and Bleach had a child.
He's who's this guy? He's one of the priests in Fire Force, I guess, too.
Oh.
Rekka Hoshimiya? I don't remember Rekka Hoshimiya, but I also only read the manga, so I don't remember.
Wow.
It's been a while.
Wow.
Yeah. Shout out to that guy for having a good range.
Yeah, dude, that's insane. I mean, yeah, that's when I think that's when I got around to it. Sergio, when did you get into JoJo's?
I got
After
into
me.
it. When was it?
It was after 2016. I think it was 2017, maybe 2018. Was it before or after we watched Dragon Ball?
It was after.
So
We part
17.
5. I remember when we started, part 5 had begun already. I think there was maybe 10 episodes out.
So last year, really? You didn't get into JoJo until last year?
Yeah. Because after part 4 ended, we went straight into part 5.
Huh.
That's crazy. It took you guys a while to get up to part 4, didn't it, though?
We were watching pretty consistently when we started.
Maybe, I don't know. That's crazy.
Yeah. I guess a quick question. What I said my favorite JoJo's part is part 5, but like, what's your favorite JoJo's part?
5 and 7.
I go back. I don't think I really have a favorite part. I like them all for many different reasons.
I like 5 because it's like an objectively better version of Stardust Crusaders, and you can't change my mind. And I like part 7 because the characterization is cranked up to 11 for every character, and every character is really deep and well written. I like Johnny. I vibe with him. If I could voice any anime character, I would voice Johnny Joestar. Well, I would voice Giorno, but that's not
Okay.
possible.
Give us a flavor of your Johnny Joestar.
I don't know.
What?
Hi, I'm Johnny Joestar. My legs don't work.
Okay.
I cry a lot and finger gun.
Finger gun, yeah. Finger gun.
Tusk. Pew pew pew. Or what's it? I think its translation is just like Tasku or
Tasku?
I don't remember. What's Tusk's localization?
I feel like that's something I should know.
What Tusk's localized name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's still just Tusk.
Is it? I thought it was Tasuku.
No, it's still just Tusk. At least that's how it's in Eyes of Heaven.
So yeah, it's just gonna be Tusk then.
Yeah, it's still just Tusk.
I like part 1 because I'm a big horror fan, and like the gothic horror elements are like really cool to me.
Yeah.
And then part 2, I love Joseph. Part 3, I think is a pretty good finale for like what everything like it built up, and I think there are some good solid episodes. I know it's mostly filler, but I like the what are they gonna get into this week type dynamic.
You're very much a fan of like episode to episode shenanigans. So I understand.
I mean,
I'm more a fan of overarching plots. Well, you watch a lot of Sentai, so you like.
Yeah.
I do think it's really easy to get bogged down in like filler type things. Filler, but I don't remember ever like not like enjoying an episode of Stardust Crusaders.
I don't know, the Iggy episode. I didn't.
Oh, except for the Iggy focused episodes, those weren't too good.
Okay, I mean, I feel like I kind of land in the middle, because like I enjoy episodic stuff, but I can't take a lot of it at a lot of times. But like some days I'll just like binge through a ton. For like other days, like I think I lean more towards like towards the overarching story over episodic, but like I still enjoy episodic. I don't know, like
I think the thing that part 5 does better than 3 is that like with part 3 it's just like we're in this location and we fight somebody, and then we're in this location we fight somebody. But with part 5 it's almost the same, but it also has just like the like, oh, we're going to like we have our next goal. Like they have goals. Like with part 3 you just get to Egypt. But with part 5 it's like, oh, you need to go to this location and find this thing.
you forgot about killing Dio though. It's get to Egypt, kill Dio.
The only goal. Like with part 5 it's like you need to get to this location, get to the treasure. And then they get to the treasure, and then it's like, all right, now that we have orders from the boss to go to this location to hide Trish, and then they hide Trish, and then it's like, all right, now we need to move, so let's move, let's take the train, look for the thing, and it's like, all right, this all makes sense, and they're like, it's naturally progressing.
Okay.
Like while also being episodic, unlike part 3, which is kind of like guy of the week.
Well, I mean, stand user of the week is a fun format.
I think it is just like the way they do it in part 5 is just better.
That's fair. I guess that's fair. I mean, I also enjoyed part 1, even though a lot of people are like, part 1 sucks.
Part 1 is really good.
Part 1's like, to me, part 1 is just fun.
Part 1 set up the entire universe too, so you have to give it credit.
I mean, here's the thing though, like I don't like that argument, because like there are things that like don't hold up at all, and people are like, yeah, it started it all, it's the best of the best. Like if you take off the nostalgia goggles, like Power Rangers, like I watched one episode of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and I was like, I don't understand how people like this.
Yeah, I will say Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is not the best that Power Rangers has to offer. However, I do say Mighty Morphin Power Rangers gets better as it goes along.
That's what I hear too.
Because I watched, I tried to watch the Green Ranger arc, which is a 5-part arc, and it was a bit of a slog. I watched the finale, which was pretty good, and I started season 2, and season 2 was actually pretty good.
Okay.
I don't think I didn't enjoy Mighty Morphin.
But like if you were to include everything though, like season 1 through 3, if every single season was included, do you think that Mighty Morphin was a good season though?
As a whole, I would probably put Mighty Morphin like in the middle, but since I'd say Mighty Morphin's like C tier.
Okay.
In the sense of
I haven't seen a lot, so I couldn't give you like my full opinion of Mighty Morphin.
And in the sense of it, like I'm saying, like a lot of people, I'm using it as an example of saying people are wrong when they say that it's, you know, it started it all, like it's the best of the best because it started it all.
I don't think it's the best of the best, but it's good.
No, they usually use that argument in conjunction with it. It's like
people are either saying it's boring because it's different, or it's amazing because it started it, and I think it's good.
I feel because like there's obviously like the part skipper. I'll just skip part 1 and 2, get to part 3. But I feel like the impact of part 3 is lessened if you don't watch part 1 and 2.
I feel like it's lessened if you just don't watch part 1. Like I don't know. Like I'm like part 2 to me is like kind of like an in the middle part for me.
I'm not big on. I don't like part. I think part
like
2 is my least favorite.
There's things I like in part 2, like the clankers, but like as a whole, I don't really remember a lot out of it. Like outside of like the memes that came out of it.
But it's like you can't skip. You at least can't skip part, because like if you just start with part 3 and they're like, we have to defeat Dio, and you're like, who is that? Yeah, part 3 is like, it's like Star Wars. Like it was like Star Wars and Empire. Like you have to watch them together. You can't just watch them separately.
And I refuse to call Star Wars Episode 4 because I've watched mine in machete order.
I also am just not a fan of just jumping into something and not starting at the beginning, even if the beginning is a little rough.
That's fair, but I mean, here's the thing though. I mean, we're kind of getting a little off topic from JoJo's because I mentioned Star Wars and whatever. But like, I need to know, like, if you're watching Star Wars, and there's like 3 orders to watch Star Wars that I'm that I'm aware of. Like, there's chronological, there's the episodic way, and then there's machete order.
I have a 4th order.
What's the 4th order?
That I do. It's so I guess the movies you can watch in any particular order, but when you get to episode 2, like when you finish episode 2, go on YouTube and watch the 2003 Clone Wars, and then watch episode 3.
You watched the Genndy Tartakovsky one?
Yes.
Okay.
It
That's
makes
an interesting one.
Episode 3 a lot better of a movie.
Okay, I could see that. I might have
because then you're just not like, oh, who's General Grievous? You go, oh, they're finally going after General Grievous.
Okay.
Well, I mean, now with the final season of the Clone Wars, I'm sure that would.
But here's the thing though, if you're,
I'm just saying like it's a lot easier to watch like because the Tartakovsky Clone Wars is like 2 hours and 30 minutes. It's basically a movie, you know.
Okay, that's fair.
But
so
like, it's basically like a movie itself. Obviously I'm not going to go and watch 7 seasons of the Clone Wars.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's like, why would you slog through a TV show when you can watch Genndy Tartakovsky's work?
That's true.
I mean, I'll have to try that next time I go through the machete order, because
machete order?
You don't know what the machete order is?
It's 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6.
No, buddy, that's the wrong one. That's definitely an option, but it's 4, 5, 2, 3, 6.
Oh yeah, I know some people will cut out Phantom Menace. It's not really important.
Yeah, like you could cut out Phantom Menace and it doesn't make anything to the plot. It like cutting it out like literally remedies the whole age gap thing, and it's just like Anakin and Padme used to be like childhood friends. And like things happen.
I mean, it's not that. It's like a 4-year age gap, I guess, isn't it?
No, it's I don't know. It's weird looking at it from like a kid, because she's like in the film, like you don't like, if we're taking away from the actor though, like in the film she's presented as an adult. It just feels like a weird age gap for like a 6-year-old and an adult to date.
He's like 10.
He's like 10. I don't know. It's
Natalie Portman was 14.
I don't know.
Anakin, Padme is 5 years older than Anakin.
That's a bit of a gap.
Canonically.
That's not bad.
I mean, it's not. I'd say like that's a questionable gap. Like that's enough to like.
My dad's 5 years older than my mom.
Like, I mean, like in today's society, it's like it's one that would be like, I don't know about that, Chief. Like 2 years, that's not too bad, but like 5 years.
They got together when they were both like what, 18, at least over 18.
Right. I don't know. I'm thinking of it because like for me, it's like removing episode 1 fixes a whole lot. But like at the same time, like when you go to watch Star Wars, the Clone Wars, like if you include that at all, and when Darth Maul comes back, spoilers by the way.
What spoilers for plot twist that happened?
Look, man, if we were saying spoiler alert for
also Solo.
But like when Darth Maul returns, like you can either treat it as just like a nemesis for Obi-Wan, but it's like they give you context enough to be like, yeah, things happened.
Controversial opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Episode 1 is worth it for the Duel of the Fates.
Yes.
That's the only thing that's good about it, though. Let's be real. And even then, it's like none of the characterization for any of the characters involved is really important. Like you don't get to connect with Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon, and their relationship because like they have like one scene. Yeah, they're just kind of there. Like
okay, so going to Padme and Anakin. Padme was 14 in the Phantom Menace, and that makes Anakin 9 years old.
Not a fan, Chief. I don't know. For me, it's just I remove episode 1 because I don't want to sit through episode 1.
That's fair. That's very.
But
fair.
like if I have to watch a Star Wars thing, I rather go from Empire, go right to episode 2, and then go to episode 3 because like I enjoy episode 3 a lot. Like I if I had to rate it, like if I had to rate my Star Wars movies, it would be 4 and 5 are kind of interchangeable, so like they're in the top 2 no matter what.
I love episode 3.
And then it's episode 3.
I love episode 3. Controversial. Episode 3 is my favorite Star Wars movie.
Dude, it's not controversial. There's like
where the fun begins.
It is where the fun begins. It's where the fun begins in the prequels.
Because like Attack of the Clones is rough.
Yeah.
I don't know if I hate episode 1 or episode 2 more.
I did one was a slog.
It's just like you just can't watch it.
Yeah.
It's just like boring. But episode 2 is bad just because of it's just like kind of a wreck.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're telling me Obi-Wan goes to Kamino and he's just like, "Hey, what's going on?" And they're like, "Oh, you must be here for your clone army." And then Obi-Wan doesn't think, I wonder who did this. He just goes, "Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, sure."
Sometimes it'd be like that. But to link that back around to JoJo's, I think there really is no like. I think if anything, there's like 2 orders that you watch JoJo's in, and that is you watch it like all in a row, like two orders that you need to watch it in. Like if we count the third option being like just skip past 1 and 2. Like it's either you watch 1 all the way through 5, or you watch 1, skip 2, 3, then the rest.
But see, here's my thing. Well, it's like if you're gonna be a fan or you're gonna be interested in it, why would you skip over it anyways? Like
never. Yeah, I feel like if you're just trying to join the conversation, it'd be 1, skip 2, 3, 4, 5. And then if you really are getting into it and you want to get into the memes of Caesar, then you have to.
Reading.
Yeah, the one shots are fun.
Read the manga. Part 6 is really good. Don't listen to people. Part 7 is really good. Listen to people. And Part 8 is really good. Don't listen to.
Do people not like Part 8?
People really don't like Part 8 because it doesn't really have a villain or like it's like Part 4 where there's not really like an ongoing like long plot.
Mm-hmm.
Like there is, but it's kind of like.
Wait, how long has the cast been going on for?
It's been going on for about half an hour, but I've just been kind of letting it run because like we've been getting some good stuff here.
Okay, I'm just making sure we're not going over.
No, it's fine.
It's very like not disconnected, but like kind of like how Part 4 is just kind of like, oh, it's another story, and then they're like it's related to the main plot, but only kind of. Like, it's like, oh, we're trying to find the stand user, and that's kind of what it is. I think it's getting really good. Apparently, the spoilers for it came out yesterday. I didn't see them for the new chapter. I didn't see them. Apparently, they're really good, so I'm going to read it. But I always do that anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm one of those people who really like Part 8 because it's a really good mystery. I like Josuke. Part 8 Josuke.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously. I like Yasuo. It's a good time.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think we're about to get a main villain officially. I've been saying that for like 3 years, but I think it's gonna happen.
Well, speaking of because obviously there's some kind of bad JoJo takes with the Part 6 is bad, the anime is gonna skip over Part 6. But I feel like in certain fandoms. If someone asks the question, post unpopular opinions, I take a look at them and I'm just like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I have unpopular opinions a lot.
Your own opinion, but sometimes when you hear someone else's opinion on something, you're just like, what? Did we watch the same thing?
Yeah. I don't know.
Part 6 is bad. I don't like Jolene, and it's like, why?
Like
Dude, I like Jolene, and I haven't even read part 6.
Besides part 7 and part 8, like because it's monthly, every character is obviously way more deep because it has a lot more time to work on the characters. But Jolene is definitely the deepest JoJo.
I'd say like I haven't read super far into it. I think I think where I left off was them like escaping prison or something. But like she already has like a lot of character in her. Like I don't see how like she's the worst Joestar. But like at the same time they've grown off of like fucking Josuke. Like,
especially when Joseph is around. I mean,
yeah. But
sorry, I had to get that
no, it's okay. Like I have so many unpopular pins. I'll just shoot some out. If you want to like at me on Twitter to be like say I'm wrong, you can. Here's some unpopular opinions. Steven Universe Future is a terrible season.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's okay. I'll explain after the podcast is over, but it's a really bad season, and I do not like it, and it really has no reason to exist. Another popular opinion is Korra Book 1 was fun. You guys are mean.
I can say one of mine if you want.
Yeah, go ahead, dude.
Well, going off the JoJo, I hate Joseph Joestar in part 2. I like him in part 3. I don't like him in part 2 at all. I think he's really annoying. And also, this one might give me a lot more anger. I hate the Superior Spider-Man. I do not like the Superior Spider-Man.
No, there's a reason I say I like.
Well, you don't like the run, or you don't like the idea?
I don't like the run. I think the idea is fine, but I don't like Dan Slott as a whole.
I mean,
I have to disagree with you because Superior was the first Spider-Man comic I read, and I really enjoyed it.
I'm gonna say
I enjoyed it when I read it because it was one of my first in 616, and I really enjoyed it. But going back and reading it, the first half of it is just like Doc Ock being this really creepy.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of mental gymnastics. And there's a lot of mental gymnastics that they have to go to kind of like that no one figured out something was wrong with Peter Parker.
Yeah, and then it's like they brought back Norm. I don't think you should ever bring back Norman Osborn. That was a rule of Marvel, and they broke it in the 90s.
I think
ever since it's just been a rough.
Yeah, I've been like, I'd say that's because I kind of like I agree with you. Like I like the idea. I only really like him for the suit though. Like I'm not a huge fan of the story. I like the suit. I like the ideas that were brought up, like Doc Ock taking over Peter's body. But outside of that, not a fan.
I will say it does have one of my favorite moments in Spider-Man history. At the end, when Peter gets his body back, and Norman Osborn goes off on the big rant about Doc Ock being inferior to Peter, and he's like, "You'll never win. I'm way better than you." And then Peter just is like, "You're better than me when you're carrying a man purse." And then the Green Goblin's just kind of like,
"Oh fuck." Oh shit.
Yeah, I think that's a good place to end the podcast. Again,
closing remarks.
Closing. I don't think so. But
I think we should let Sergio get in one.
Yeah, yeah. Just throw in some unpopular opinions, Sergio.
Unpopular opinions. I don't really. I don't think I have any.
You've gotta have.
Dude, that's an unpopular opinion.
Yeah. That's
I guess like my big one, which I've said a bunch of times every time Assassin's Creed goes, was I really enjoyed Unity, and I'll fight anyone on that. It was a pretty good game. Post the bugs. I didn't play with the bugs.
Post patching.
I'll tell you what I told you last time. You like Unity because you played it post patch.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess that is the version that most people, if they pick it up now, will play. But post patch, I enjoyed it.
Okay. Well, I feel like it's a good place to end the podcast on. You can find us on Twitter at SYTYCFanon. That's SYTYCFanon. Same thing for Facebook. YouTube will be coming up eventually, TM. And by the time the next episode comes out, I'm hoping we have some information on the ColossalCon panel, if ColossalCon's still a thing.
Yeah, we'll see. If the end of the world prevents it, we'll let you know. And if not,
yeah. But
hopefully see you then.
yeah, don't forget to check out our the official website that we have. It's not really a super official website, but it's an official enough. It's at www.jlgexp.wixsite.com/podcasts, and that's where you can find all of our podcasts, all the ones that range from My Silly Shenanigans back when I was in high school, all the way up to So You Think You Can Fanon, as well as our best of the worst tier list, where we have all of our rankings for every single short fan fiction that we read. And that will be it. So we'll see you guys next week. And then
for our first wiki.
No, I think it's actually the next one after that is our special monthly episode.
Let me think. When did the first episode go up yet?
Nope, it's coming out next week by the time we're recording this. So you can already figure out where that is. But so yeah, I believe it's episode 5. Yeah, episode 5 will be our special episode where we do.
We're releasing on Friday.
Yep, every Friday.
So yeah.
It'll be the 24th of April.
Yeah, you're right. All right.
All right, and we'll see you then. Goodbye.